I first grabbed this cone-shaped floral foam from Dollar Tree, then go ahead and grab 2 fabric colors of your choice. Lay down the first fabric. For this one, I'm going to be using this for the bottom portion of the floral foam. So I'm just kind of measuring it out and then just cutting it down to size. And then I found this styrofoam glue, also came from Dollar Tree, and I figured, why not try this? Because we all know that hot glue tends to melt styrofoam, so I just had to try this. And to be honest, I think it worked really well. It was a little bit harder coming out of the bottle, but it's just a thicker consistency. But when you press the fabric on, it spreads nice and evenly, super easy, and it really did the job. I mean, it held the fabric onto that styrofoam without me having to worry about it melting from the hot glue. So I just glued that fabric all around the styrofoam, and then if I have any excess, I went ahead and just cut that right off. Next, I'm using my second colored fabric, and for this part, I'm just going to be measuring out the top portion of the styrofoam. Again, find the measurement, just kind of play around with it, and then just cut it down to size. For the top portion, I wanted to have a lot of excess because this is going to be a cute hat after all. So once I had that all measured out, for this part, I am going to be using the hot glue since the first fabric is already protecting the styrofoam. I don't have to worry about anything melting. So went ahead and just hot glued that right to the top part of that cone. And just make sure that you hot glue the cut edge of the fabric together as well. And again, I wanted that excess at the top just so that it kind of droops down to one side. I just used some string to tie off the tip of the hat and then just hot glued a white pom-pom at the tip of the hat as well. Next, I got this faux fur, came from Hobby Lobby. Go ahead and just place that the fur side down and place your gnome on the bottom, and you just want to kind of trace out the shape of a triangle, and you just want this to be the size that you prefer for it to go onto the gnome, and then just use a box cutter to cut that faux fur right up. And again, when you're using the box cutter, you want to make sure that you have the fur face down, so that way you're only cutting the backing of the faux fur and not the actual hair itself. And then I went ahead and just hot glued that right into place. I had this wooden half bead that I got off of Amazon, just hot glued that right down. And then I'm just cutting off the white part of this Santa hat that I got from Dollar Tree, just so I could place that around the bottom of my little gnome's hat. Went ahead and just hot glued that all around his hat as well. And look at how cute he is. I then got these plastic baby favors. They are in the shape of shoes from Dollar Tree. I went ahead and just painted these with Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. Any type of black chalk paint will do. I didn't end up doing 2 coats. You want to just dry the first coat before going on to the second. And then just using some more of that white fur that came from the Santa's hat, just hot glued that all around the top portion of those little baby shoes. I then just hot glued some floral foam right inside of those boots. And then I had some of these wooden skewers. I just cut them down to make sure that they're both the same size. Hot glued those right inside of that floral foam. I did decide to hot glue both of those shoes together, and then go ahead and just grab your top portion of your gnome and just poke him right through those skewers. He was a little top heavy, so I just kind of pushed him down until he was standing up by himself, but also some of the wooden skewers were still kind of showing. I then just hot glued some embellishments like some greeneries and red berries to the top of his hat. And there you go, guys. I think he came out so adorable. I hope this inspires you guys to create your own in your own special way. If it did, please be sure to sprinkle the love. Thank you so, so much. And I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.